Sir, are you familiar with the one charge that you're facing?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that charge?
Yes, ma'am.
As to that charge, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Today was pretty much just a formality. It was making sure that Mr. Davis had a lawyer.
The hip-hop community is once again enveloped by the shadow of a conspiracy that has loomed over it for decades. The recent reemergence of accusations by Duane Key Davis against Diddy has not only staged a historical feud, but also cast a grim light on unresolved issues within the industry. Key Bold claim that Diddy orchestrated the assassinations of Tupac Shakur and Suge Knight has rekindled the infamous East Coast-West Coast rivalry narrative, a story marked indelibly by Shakur's youth. Resolved assassination.
He tells you, seriously, man, I need to get rid of these guys. I mean, he's looking at you in the eyes and he's like scared.
Twist that reads like a script from a bygone era of hip-hop's darkest days. KYD's situation has taken a precarious turn. His plea for financial assistance from Diddy, which was unapologetically ridiculed by 50 Cent on social media, has underlined his desperate state financial struggles, and a plea for help met with mockery, a situation that is as dire as it is humiliating for Key D. The gravity of these developments cannot be overstated. The case, long dormant, has resurfaced through recent arrests, propelling the hip-hop community into a frenzy of speculation and debate. Every social media platform, particularly Twitter, has become a battleground for discussions, with many unable to resist chipping in on the controversy. The cornerstone of this renewed attention is the serious allegation Key D had leveled against Diddy. His legal and financial predicaments, as he claims, are a direct result of Diddy's alleged machinations. Once on top of the world, until meeting Puffy Diddy, Keefe, D mentioned in a resurface interview, painting a picture of a downfall that began with that very encounter.
If I wouldn't have never met him, I wouldn't have never been involved in this bull. You know what I'm saying?
Amidst this controversy, the practical matters of Keefe D's defense have become public attorney Ross Goodman's revelation to the Associated Press that there's no witness from 27 years ago, highlights the uphill battle for any defense, further compounded by Key D's financial inability to secure Goodman's representation. Moreover, in a telling snippet from an interview that has been circulating on social platforms, KVD's statements add another layer of insinuation against Diddy. The allegations, now linked with a assassination charge that could see Key D imprisoned for life, have reopened the cold case of Shakur's slaying, based largely on Key D's own words from his memoir Compton Street Legend.
What makes you say you lost your empire because of Puffy? Why you say that?
So if I go to jail, you need to be handcuffed to me.
Cash Jones, also known as Whack 100, has been notably vocal on the implications of Key D's arrest, especially in relation to Diddy. On his Instagram, he ambiguously remarked, "Bad boy, what I going to do," followed by music emojis, an evident nod to the Cops theme song, which seems to add a layer of irony to the entire situation. In his podcast, Whack 100 speculated on the various outcomes and strategies, including the possibility of Key D attempting to deflect or negotiate his way out of his predicament by implicating others
with him. So, I mean, pretty much in this situation on Whack, I mean, I don't see what his defense would be.
There isn't one.
The drama continues to unfold as Whack 100 shared his suspicions about Vlad's interviews with Key D, intimating a possible setup. Vlad was working with the feds. This accusation adds to the intrigue and distrust circulating within the community. The saga is unrelenting and, as of now, offers more questions than answers, leaving us on the cusp of yet another chapter in this long, turbulent narrative.
You see what Diddy's been trying to do, though? He's been giving people their back. He's been doing all kind of friendly because he don't want them to go testify against him on some wild. So he's trying to clean his image up right now.
The specifics of Key D's allegations against Diddy are sharp as an ice edge pieced together from a confession tape that has since become the Pandora's box of hip-hop's dark past. Within it lies his testimony of how Diddy supposedly orchestrated a deadly ballet of violence in the heat of the rap war. Diddy, however, dismisses these accusations as pure fiction and completely ridiculous, his statement a stark contrast to the ominous picture painted by Key. The murkiness of these claims does little to clarify the truth, instead adding layers to a narrative that refuses to fade into the annals of unsolved mysteries. People in music and Hollywood feared this guy Diddy as if he's untouchable, And even the weight of these allegations hangs heavily over Diddy, with legal and legacy implications that cannot be ignored. The responses within the hip-hop community are varied. Some, like 50 Cent, find a certain dark humor in the situation, while others look on with a mixture of disbelief. Concern 50 Cent derision on social media key to getting ready to go on trial for assassination with a public defender, damn thorough bond or something. Lol echoes the sentiment of an industry where one's fortunes can turn on a dime. It's a world where yesterday's hitmakers can become today's cautionary tales. The role of LA detective Greg Kading and linking Diddy to these assassination allegations cannot be understated. His investigation, prompted by the reopening of Biggie's case, peeled back layers that many might have preferred remained hidden. Based on 3 years of working on the case, Kading believed that Diddy put a price on the heads of Shakur and Eshnight, a belief that has flared up the embers of a long, cold feud. Puffy put out this claim of, I'll pay $1 million if you get rid of right Tupac, and Suge Tupac is now gone. The implications are far-reaching, reigniting discussions on a rivalry that claimed lives and altered the course of music history. This is not simply a matter of rehashed beat. It is the resurrection of a saga that has seen its actors fall one by one, with Shakur and Biggie's alleged assassins Orlando "Baby Lane" Anderson and Wild Puef both purportedly dead from causes unrelated to their infamous notoriety. As the narrative unwinds layer by layer, we find ourselves in a complex web of accusations, denials, and morbid curiosity. The stage is set for the next ACT in this Treya one that promises to delve into the motives behind Key D's revelations and the financial desperation that seems to underscore his current predicament. The case was continued a couple of times because there was an initial thought that he was going to hire a private lawyer, but that didn't work out, so the wheels of justice turned slowly, and for Duane Keffe D. Davis, they seem to be grinding to a halt. Amidst financial woes that have left him with a public defender as his only legal shield, Mr. D.V., have you been able to retain the services of counsel? No? Okay. So I'm going to need to appoint an attorney to represent you today. Do you understand that the quest for legal representation has been fraught with obstacles for Davis? Attorney Ross Goodman, once a beacon of hope, confirmed to the Las Vegas Review-Journal, has stepping away from the case, not able to meet the terms of the agreement, said Goodman, his words resonating with the gravity of Davis's financial struggles. This predicament isn't just a stumbling block, it is a cliff edge beyond which lies the daunting drop of facing trial without adequate defense. The office of the Special Public Defender, who was appointed, and he entered a not guilty plea, and this matter will get a trial date. It's not just about securing any lawyer, but finding one who can navigate the labyrinthine intricacies of a case steeped in decades of history, media scrutiny, and cultural complexity. The echoes of a time when rap feuds spilled over into the streets linger in the air with each mention of Shakur's name. The courtroom has become less a place of law and more a stage. Here, the drama of an era is being replayed. The uncertainty and delay in securing legal representation have led to a rescheduled arraignment. Key D's attorney Ed Fale, who could not attend the initial planned arraignment, pointed to the inevitability of a public defender stepping in. The appointment of a Clark County special public defender seemed to be a seed acknowledgement of the dire financial straits Davis is in. Well, he's no different than any other defendant. We had a feeling this day was coming. In the recent history, the accusations leveled by Davis against Diddy have only added fuel to this raging inferno, with Diddy's denial of the allegations. The case takes on the sheen of a Hollywood thriller with real-life consequences. Key's financial inability to secure a solid defense lends a grim irony to his claims of Diddy's involvement. It begs the question of how a once prominent figure in the hip-hop world has found himself in this predicament. Certainly Mr. Davis will have his opportunity to present whatever evidence he wishes to add to this legal and financial quagmire. The prosecution believes Davis has cornered himself. His interviews in the memoir Compton Street Legend are swords that he has unwittingly turned upon himself, yet the lack of a clear starting date for the trial only adds to the haze that surrounds his future. As the next court date looms, the public watches, the legal community prepares, and Davis, seemingly alone in the eye of the storm, waits for defender to help him challenge the narrative that has ensnared him. The legal path ahead is murky, fraught with the complexities of a case that could easily be lost in the sands of time, Were it not for the notoriety of those involved, the stage is set, and as the world waits for the curtain to rise on the next act of this decades-old drama, we hold our breath anticipating the unfolding of a story that continues to capture the attention of a community and a nation. The fact that this indictment came down is a little hope, but we want justice for the Lauren Lines saga surrounding Keefe legal entanglement and the rekindled flames of hip-hop's most notorious rivalry is for the public a mix of courtroom drama and street mythos among the cacophony of voices. Fan opinions offer a raw, unfiltered glimpse into the public psyche. A fan's words capture the essence of disillusionment with the justice system. It's ironic to me that the same system that didn't care nothing about him is now prosecuting someone for his demise. Sad all the way around. This sentiment mirror a common refrain felt within the hip-hop community, a sense that justice for Shakur delayed and wrapped in red tape. Is justice denied? Others view Keede's current predicament with a hint of irony. I'd like to know who he's looking around the courtroom for, like he's going to have people there supporting him. It's ironic that now he's not guilty after bragging about committing this crime for literally decades. Financial missteps are also a point of